welcome to my channel, Twin Flame Guidance 555. I am Emily for those of you who are new here. So this is going to be a twin flame reading. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a really in-depth check-in. Now don't get hung up on the label. You know, I get lots of questions like, is this person my twin flame or a soulmate or a karmic? I don't believe the label matters, you know. If a reading resonates, it resonates. So take what does, leave what doesn't. You'll know if this is for you as you listen. The deck we're going to use today is the Santa Muerte Tarot. So let me get the cards out. And I'm going to use a couple of oracle decks as well. So we're going to look into like the recent past, your energy, their energy, what is happening, how you're feeling about each other, what the positives are, etc. So let me give these cards a shuffle. I'm going to put the cards on the table to begin with. I want to take that actually because it fell out. And then I will start reading. So just bear with me for one moment. Okay. I'm going to keep this card here as like a little bonus. I feel that this is kind of the overall theme for the reading. So I'll turn that over at the end. So we're going to look. The past, we've got the King of Wands. The present, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Divine feminine feelings of the Knight of Wands. Divine masculine feelings of the Magician. External factors, we have the Seven of Cups. 5D action, King of Pentacles. 3D action, Page of Cups. This is looking really positive, guys. We have the Future, the High Priestess. Guidance, Six of Wands. And finally, we're going to get a message from them. And I will also use my Blunt Truth cards to clarify this message. So we have the Nine of Swords for that. Okay, just bear with me for 1 second. Right, and then the overall theme, we have the Six of Wands. Okay. Not Six of Wands, sorry, the Nine of Wands. So the overall theme right now with this Nine of Wands, I really feel like this connection is undergoing some kind of change, but there's also this reluctance for change. It's like things are transforming, but you're both kind of holding on to something here, some kind of stubbornness, like this unwillingness to change or transform, because you feel like what you've done so far, you've worked really hard on, and you don't want to see that hard work result in nothing. So there's like this grit and determination from both of you about this connection, but there's also this real defensiveness. You know, if both of you are reluctant to change, then how can you reach this compromise? The same cycle will keep repeating. So right now, this connection, like I said, it's going through this ending, but things are ending so that you can experience a new beginning. You know, embrace any natural endings that are coming right now. Don't try to hold on to something from a place of ego or fear, because that might very well block movement or progress here. Now, the past, we have the King of Wands. So it actually does feel like there's been some kind of action here from someone. I really feel divine masculine energy coming through here. So it seems like the divine masculine has made some kind of move or shown a hint to his divine feminine about what is coming. This could be a future vision because look, this King of Wands is pointing into the future. So I feel that recently, maybe you've had a dream or a vision or actually heard from your counterpart about what their next move is. There's something very clearly coming to light here. Now, the King of Wands showing up in the past is also telling me that both of you have really stepped into this place of power and assertiveness. So recently, both of you have really felt quite in control of your individual lives. You've started to realize what it is you want to do next, what you want to explore. And that could very well be why we have this Nine of Wands theme running through this reading, because both of you are so focused on the direction you want to move in that maybe there is this kind of, you know, conflict or tension where you don't really want to compromise because you want to do things your way. Now, presently, I can see with this Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting, right? You're waiting for some kind of movement or change. The Seven of Pentacles is saying that right now you feel kind of like you've been patient for so long. Where are the results? You're counting down the hours is what I'm showing. I'm showing someone keep turning this egg timer over, and you're like, well, when? When is there going to be a move here? Guys, there's some kind of scorekeeping taking place right now where maybe one of you is like, look, you hurt me, and the other's like, yeah, well, you hurt me too. It feels like this. It's like this, you've hurt me more than I've hurt you. You know, there's just kind of like pettiness. That's the word I'm looking for. So right now it feels like, you know, you're both maybe being a little bit triggered and you're kind of keeping score over who's done the most damage or the most hurt. You're kind of on opposing teams right now. There's this refusal to work together, if I'm being honest. It feels like right now you don't want to work with this person. You're like keeping score over everything they've done wrong. And just be mindful of this mindset. I do know that collectively there's been a lot of triggers lately. So you might have felt, you know, kind of annoyed, frustrated, a little bit pissed off. Maybe with your counterpart or with someone else. There's been lots of tension in the air. So it's understandable that you feel these triggers, and just be mindful of where you're projecting this onto your person. You know, whenever I feel annoyed, I just remember that, you know, everything is happening for me. So whatever annoyances are in my life right now, whether it's in a situation or a connection, then they're happening to show me something. You know, I can use this as a tool to evaluate things. So the Seven of Pentacles energy right now is definitely an energy of, I want movement, I want action, I'm sick of waiting, you know, keeping score with this person. It's you know, it's this energy of just like real impatience is what I feel more than anything. Now, the Divine Feminine's feelings with this Knight of Wands, the Divine Feminines are actually feeling very assertive, very like, I want to move forwards, I want to take charge, I want to see action. Are you going to bring me that action, or do I have to come to you? The Divine Feminines are going through this energy of, look, I want forward movement and progress, but I don't want to wait around for this. So perhaps some of you are, you know, are feeling like you want to take action towards your counterpart. Now, that's completely fine. I'm not a reader who will ever say, you know, wait for them to come to you. If you feel guided to reach out, then, you know, go for it. But make sure you're doing this from a place of balance, of inner peace, right? If you're doing this because you're triggered, then I know that you're not going to get the result you want. You know, if you reach out to this person because you're getting frustrated at the lack of movement, then you're doing this from like a place of ego, you know, maybe even expectation. Be mindful, Divine Feminines, of what your expectations are right now. I know that you want action, and I know that it's frustrating when you don't see it, but sometimes there's a reason why no action is taking place. Perhaps your counterpart is going through something. So, you know, maybe you're being guided to give this a little bit of time and use this opportunity of being triggered to acknowledge whatever wounds are being, you know, brought to the surface right now. However, equally, if you feel like you need to take some kind of action here, then, you know, go for it. There is no reason why you shouldn't at all. Just like I said, be mindful of any expectations you have. Now, the Divine Masculine, look how he is feeling with this Magician energy. I like this. The Divine Masculine is feeling quite powerful right now. He's feeling more aligned, like I'm getting clairvoyant. So the Divine Masculine is feeling like he can see things quite clearly right now. He's seeing into his future. He's planning ahead. He's feeling like, I want to know what is coming next. I want to know more about my future. I want to see results and progress here. So the Divine Masculine really is feeling quite in control of things and very aligned with his higher self. There's good news coming. I'm getting that really clearly. So I've got this weird thing, right? And I don't know if you can see it when like it's just happened, which is why I'm gonna tell you guys. Sometimes my left eye twitches, and I always get that before there's bad news. And sometimes my right eye twitches, and I always get that before there's good news. And this is something I have known since I was like 14 years old. I can't explain it. It just happens to me. And my right eye, as soon as I started channeling this Divine Masculine energy, my right eye was really like twitching. I could feel it. So if you guys saw that, that is what that is. So yeah, honestly, the divine masculine has some kind of good news coming to his life, or he's bringing some kind of good news to his divine feminine. And I feel like this is going to come apparent like real soon. So the divine masculine, like I said, is feeling very aligned with his higher self, really in control of things. I see this flower blooming, and it's like he feels like he's starting to blossom. He feels like he's starting to understand himself, his purpose. There's a lot of realizations. Now, the divine feminines are usually, but not always, the first to awaken. So lots of divine feminines go through their ascension. They start to awaken their psychic abilities and start to, experience this connection to spirit. And a lot of the time, the divine masculine does this, quite a bit later on, maybe significantly later on, hence the frustration from the divine feminines. But the divine masculine right now seems to be really opening up these abilities, really tuning into his guides, his higher self, his deep knowing. I feel this pulsing around my heart center. So the divine masculine is really feeling what is in his heart. I feel this heart chakra opening right now. So he's feeling very connected to his emotions. He's feeling compassionate, caring. He's feeling just like open to experience, open to life, open to love. So the divine masculine is kind of feeling really positive right now. Now, divine feminines could be picking up on this, hence the frustration. Maybe you're feeling like, oh wait, my divine masculine actually feels pretty awakened right now. So where on earth is he? It's like you have this realization of, if he's doing great, then why isn't he in my life? But he's enjoying this time of power and experience and transformation. He's using this as an opportunity to manifest in other areas of his life. He's looking into his future and he's like, okay, well, I want this and I want that. And he's working on making that happen. Be happy for your counterpart here for feeling that power and feeling in such a good space. It's such a nice thing when I see the divine masculines in this energy. It really feels so beautiful as you can experience them opening up and stepping into their power. I do really like it when they're in this energy. Now, external influences, we have this Seven of Cups. So right now, this connection, it seems to be facing some kind of illusion here, some kind of fantasy. It's like externally, you're both thinking, well, what's real, what's not? What do I want in my life? What choices should I make? There's options here for sure. I feel like choices of other parts of your life you want to focus on. For both you and your counterpart, you're both going through this time of choosing which cups you want to drink from, choosing what you want to ignore. It's this opportunity for you both to really start co-creating with the universe. Now, the Seven of Cups is telling me that both of you are kind of stuck in a bit of, I don't want to say fantasy. It seems like you're both quite stuck in your heads right now. So maybe that's why we have this Nine of Wands theme. You're both being quite stubborn and experiencing this mindset of kind of like not seeing everything clearly. I'm trying to say this in an easy way to understand. It feels like you're both looking at what you've cultivated so far, and you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose any growth or progress. You both want to hold on to everything. This could be like externally you're both having to make choices to reach this compromise, but at the same time neither of you want to. So there's this need to make choices here. But then overall, you're kind of reluctant to making those choices. Now, 5D action, we have the King of Pentacles. So in the 5D, we really have the divine masculine connecting with his divine feminine and showing her his treasures. I do not mean that in a sexual way. I just feel like here the divine masculine is connecting in the 5D and saying, look, this is what is to come. This is what I've been working on. This is my journey, my experiences. The divine masculine really is quite focused on manifesting material possessions and changes in his material world. Some more abundance, a new career path. It feels like there's this like I said, there's this change where he's realizing his power and he now wants to use it. He now wants to use it to manifest the life of his dreams. And he's not particularly focused on just a relationship. This is everything, right? I will clarify these in the extended as well, guys. So I will go into more depth there. So 5D action, I really feel the Divine Masculine doing a lot of work. So you're going to be dreaming. Divine Feminines, if you're watching this reading, you are going to be dreaming of your Divine Masculine so much over the next 7 days. I feel that really strongly for you guys. Maybe you've even recently been dreaming of this. Now, I'm drawn to white roses. I don't have my phone on me. Google the spiritual meaning of white roses and drop it in the comments below. I think this is all about a peaceful offer, some kind of sign of peace, of I'm showing the white flag, so some kind of surrender, which is going to be shown to you in the 5D. 3D action, we have the Page of Cups. We've got communication. It's as simple as that. We have some kind of message coming in, and it's coming up in the 3D position. So you can expect to hear from your counterpart. And I feel like a lot of you have been feeling this for some time, but it's coming. Now, I'm not saying that this is all going to happen this week, because I feel this 3D, there's something about something keeps slipping through the gaps. So it's like this communication that you've been expecting and anticipating, it keeps failing to come to fruition. Like maybe you've had communication, but it wasn't the loving message you thought was going to come. This 3D action might take a little bit longer to come, but with this Page of Cups, and look at all that blue. You know, blue represents the throat chakra and communication. So in the 3D, there really is going to be a very important conversation. Something here which lets you both open up emotionally to each other. It is, I'm showing a padlock being unlocked. So it feels like this is a conversation which really does begin to transform things. And I know some of you are looking at into the 5D like, so when are you going to make this move in the 3D, right? I feel your frustration, but it is coming here. I think you can see it as well. Like the visions you're having right now, they're clairvoyant visions. They're psychic visions. You can see what is coming your way. I'm here in November, but it feels like it could be this November coming where something significant is going to happen. But I also feel last November something happened here. Some kind of conversation last November or something. But that won't be for everyone. That was just a little random thing that came through. So yeah, in the 3D, we do have these loving messages coming your way. Again, I will clarify that in the extended. Now, the future, we have the High Priestess. So the future of this connection, look, we've got the key and the book. Something's going to be unlocked. There's going to be some kind of new chapter beginning. That's what I'm shown. She literally has the key and she's turning the page. So in the future, I can see you both choosing to unlock the next chapter together. And it is as simple and as beautiful as that. You're both choosing to really, you know, turn the page and start again. It's been a turbulent few months for this connection, that's for sure. But moving forwards, I actually feel that both of you are kind of focusing on your connection to your own higher self and your own spirit team. And this kind of alignment brings the two of you back into alignment. Because you're both so focused on that spiritual partnership with your own spirit team that naturally you start to ascend higher. And that is when you suddenly are on the same level. So the future here remains a little bit of a mystery for now, because the High Priestess does speak about secrets and mystery, but you're going to be unlocking that next chapter soon enough. Guidance. The guidance for you watching this video is coming in the form of a Six of Wands. The truth is sometimes a little bit harsh, but I'm going to say it because that's, you know, the kind of reader that I am. Put your ego to one side right now. I'm telling you now that if you're watching this reading, I strongly feel your ego is really blocking you from seeing the full picture. And that's okay. We all do it. Like, you know, even the last couple of days, personally, I felt really triggered. Lots of like little annoyances and little things coming up just to piss me off. So I completely understand. Like, and the difference is when we, get triggered and we just act without thinking, what we're doing is we are acting unconsciously. When we acknowledge that we are triggered, everything changes. The trigger isn't the issue, it's how you respond to the trigger. So you're being guided to not try and ignore the triggers, not try and, ignore your ego, but actually embrace it. Embrace those triggers and be like, okay, now I know that I feel like I want to act this way because I'm annoyed. So what steps can I take to change the way I'm responding to this trigger? For example, like I said earlier, if you want to rush in and, take action towards your counterpart, but you know that you're doing this because you're pissed off or because you're upset or frustrated, then how can you change that? How can you actually change your reaction? Maybe you could write a letter and burn it. Or maybe you could just focus on lots of self-care activities so you feel like you're nurtured and taken care of without relying on your counterpart to do that. The guidance coming through today is to accept the change in the air, because there is change. I said right at the start, there's this change in the connection, but you're both being quite stubborn with it. Both kind of refusing to compromise or to go with the flow here because you feel like, well, I've invested so much time in this, so I want to see results now. But as you go with the flow and surrender, you're going to experience the unlocking of this next chapter. Now, this Six of Wands, the guidance is to put your ego to one side, to think about the way you want to move forward. I'm getting composure, so make sure you are composed, make sure you're focusing on your alignment and you can move forwards with ease and clarity. And this Six of Wands, I feel a lot of changes, a lot of shifts. The number 6 is all about love. It's the number of love. So you're being guided to connect with your heart center and feel the love, act with love, and speak with love. Now, the message from your counterpart. We have the Nine of Swords. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about the journey, about the movement, about the speed. This is all moving forwards in exactly the right fashion. This is all moving forward so divinely guided. Like, this is perfect right now. This Nine of Swords is saying you're all in your head about this journey. Everything actually is going to plan. This book here is like, he's not even opened the book, right? But it's here. All the information lies within your Akashic records. This soul contract, you already know deep within you what the purpose of this connection is and what is going to happen. I feel so much inner knowing, but like your ego might be blocking you from feeling that. It doesn't mean we can always access this information easily. It doesn't mean that we're always going to be shown what is coming next. But I feel like once you settle you settle into like your soul's knowing, you'll be able to navigate the uncharted territories with ease. You'll be able to explore, the more stormy seas with comfort, knowing that Spirit is guiding you. Okay, this was the kind of like introduction to our weekly twin flame reading. I'm now going to go into the extended on sacred space, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify some of these cards. So I want to look into that good news for the divine masculine, what that good news is about, and we're going to see some more about all of these positions. So join us over in the extended on sacred space if you want to carry on watching this video. I hope you guys got enough information in this bit as well, and you like the new way of doing this. In the extended, I'll also get a channel message from your counterpart as well using my message cards. So for details on how to join us over in Sacred Space, watch the next part of this video and find the links in the description box below. If you're having trouble purchasing the extended, then make sure the password is long enough. I know I've had a few emails, and the password has to be over 12 characters and use capital letters and symbols and numbers. So get yourself a really, really strong password. If that doesn't work, then drop us an email at support@sacredspace.co.uk. But hopefully that will work. Now I'm going to see you guys next week for our next twin flame check-in. And I've also got something new and exciting happening next week. So join us live on Monday to find out more about this and to experience the first of a new style of reading that I'm going to be offering here on YouTube for you guys. No extended, just full access here on YouTube on Monday. You'll be able to see the live that I've got scheduled, and I will reveal more in that. So I hope to see you guys there. For the extended version, visit www.sacredspace.co.uk. Click on the Spirit section at the top of the page and find the video that you want to purchase. You can also filter by category and choose Extended. Click Purchase to buy this individual video or sign up to the Evolve tier for full access to the Sacred Space site.